I'll just say this here. Like, they want to say that these cases are connected, and in my mind, they are connected. They're connected by the fact that there's two men out there that wanted these women dead.
Yes.
They're not connected by a satanic cult.
No.
What this case should be teaching us is that this is real. That women, and we've been told this
That was a clip from True Crime Obsessed, the popular podcast that takes a deep dive into true crime with a twist of humor and sass.
It is the second most listened to true crime podcast in the world. So what is it about these chilling tales that keep some of us coming back for more and more?
Here to break it all down and dish on the podcast is True Crime Obsessed co-host Patrick Hinds. And we should say that you're in town for a very special event.
Yes.
We're so lucky that you're here with us first.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is really cool because it is the most popular genre right now.
Yes.
Why do you think that we're all so obsessed with true crime?
I get this question a lot. I think it's a couple things. I think true crime stories, unfortunately, have a very strong beginning, middle, and end. It's good storytelling, or they end in a mystery, and we don't know what happened, and we love a mystery. But I also think that people are very curious about, you know, the horrible things that can happen to us, and I think we just look into the darkness.
Or like what drives someone to reach that point.
Correct.
I love the energy of your podcast.
Right.
I love the way you guys present things. Do you have any sort of like criminal like, did you ever go to detective school?
No, no. I just went to curiosity nerd school.
There you go.
I spend my life on Wikipedia. I Google the things. I have Google alerts set for all the cases that I'm really fascinated by. I think a lot of people who are in true crime, who do what I do, are kind of nerdy like that. We just get obsessed with things and have to know everything about them.
I mean, honestly, we were on vacation, and I was with someone who was following the verdict that was coming in June of the woman who was accused of killing her boyfriend.
Karen Reed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you talked about it a lot.
Like hours and hours.
But I mean, people are like obsessively watching for verdicts and the details coming in and forming their own opinions about the case. This has to just give you content. It keeps coming.
Yeah, and a case like Karen Reed is one where we'll never know what happened, and I think that's why people are so fascinated by those things. And we always say, put us out of work. I would love to go back to bartending. Stop killing each other. Give us less to talk about.
Although, if you ran out of crimes, you have something else that you do talk about.
Truly, I'd make a Golden Girls podcast.
Yes.
The Golden Girls Deep Dive podcast. We are 40 years into the Golden Girls, and like, I could never stop talking about them.
I know. We were talking. We were bonding before the show.
We're best friends
because
now.
we were naming, like, we were quoting lines and all sorts of stuff. So talk to us. A little of that actually comes up in the live show that you're going to have here.
Yes.
Right?
So the Greer Cabaret tonight, 7 o'clock. It's my one-man show about a night I spent with B. Arthur when I was in college, where I loved her and she hated me, but she needed me, so she just got drunk and made fun of me. And we've got this great drag performer who plays B. Arthur from Beyond the Grave. So it's an hour long. It's really fun. It's very funny. Come hang out with me.
That's great. Now, are you going across the country?
40 cities.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I've got about 10 left. But I always come to Pittsburgh because we've got our podcast audience here is so great. And we love it here. And they just give good audience.
That's great.
Yeah, when it comes to the true crime stuff, like, where do you see it going next? Like, where would you like to see it go next?
Ethical true crime storytelling. I think that's the shift that we've seen. There's great documentaries on Netflix now, the American Murder series about like the Lacey Peterson one that they just did, or the Gabby Petito. The families are all involved. The families give their sign off. They're very victim focused. That's really the switch I think we're seeing in true crime, is that it's less about the scandal and more about the victim and more about what happened, what we can learn, and how we can be different.
And so when you say ethical too, I mean, I think that we all start to form our own opinions, but we are not on the jury.
Yes.
And we're not like actively involved in the cases. So do you find yourself having to be careful, like walk this line of not persuading people to believe one thing or another?
Yeah, I mean, we always say we're not lawyers, we're not judges. We are just here to give our commentary, and we're much more focused on like the big lessons that we can take away.
Yeah.
What are we meant to learn from this? You know, so yeah, we are very much not about trying to make up anybody's mind, but just sort of point out our observations and be a shared space where people can come and talk about these things.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
It really
And
is.
you got the Golden Girls to talk about to sort of let off some steam after all
when
the
you need
true
a laugh
crime.
at the end of the true
We
crime
have
day.
that too. Oh my
love
gosh,
it.
so interesting. Thank you for taking some time to be with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Very
Thank you
neat.
so much.
An evening with Patrick Hinds, laughs, drinks, and drama takes place at the Greer Cabaret Theater tonight.
So a link to tickets can be found on our website, and I'm excited about it.
It's really cool.